My name, my enemies leaving, bitch. Nah, no, y'all. This shit I just see is too funny, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened over there, bro? Chill. This is funny, man. I gotta see this.
Amazing. Because you got that.
Come on, dog. Come on, now, dog. What if it, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Amazing.
what's even the challenge here, dog? What are we doing? Yo, oh my god, bro. I feel like, yo, this thing needs to help us realize that, dog, sins have to have certain levels of degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain levels of degrees and consideration of those degrees or qualities of sins have to be, you know what I'm saying, taken into consideration. Because if we parallel what I just said with this, bro, man's only got, hold on, I think he only got the leg. Yeah, he only got one leg. That other nigga ain't got no legs, bro. How is that fair, dog? You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no legs. He probably got one arm. This nigga got a leg and arms. So obviously, you just gonna grab the fucking wheelchair and get done with that other nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this shit funny, bro. Like, this shit crazy. Like, how? Like, why do you make these, you know what I'm saying, equal challengers? So now I'm thinking, damn, in terms of the sins, the nigga that stole the 2 loaves of bread, nigga, versus the nigga that just shot up a school, bro. You know what I'm saying? With 3 fatalities? Bro, come on, bro. Which one's worse? Just because niggas is disabled, it don't mean they both, like, belong in the same category, bro. Niggas gotta fucking use their brains. What's going on? Come on, dog. Crazy. Crazy. That's actually funny, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why I don't enjoy kind of AI content like that, bro. Yes, that looks cool, but like the AI joint, bro, it just creeps me out. Okay, Big Dog went from crashing out on live and all them scandals and kind of stories to dancing. I guess you have to blow that steam out one way or another. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta like blow that steam out, dog. Cause this nigga was going crazy. This nigga right here, DJ Porrimain, feel me? Nah, but you gotta let it go somehow. You know what I'm saying? This energy of like all these things coming at you and you're on live. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy on niggas. Yeah, go shake them zane, dog, and get that shit out of your system, bro. I'm glad to see this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Out there dancing and shit like that. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Entertain people. Don't just crash out for the sake of not crashing out. Make some entertaining shit on top of that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Nah, she, you know what I'm saying? That's a legend right there. You know what I'm saying? Right? Legendary actress, man. If you know, you know. What are we talking about?
Sure. And what would you define? Even just thinking about the women in your life you think are good. What makes them good women?
Nah, bro, I had went mad for it, bro. I had to click on the wrong spot, bro. I gotta start all the way at the top. Damn, bro. Yeah, that's interesting. I just actually realized this song is gonna get my shit fucking copyrighted, bro. Fuck. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to chop this part out. I ain't gonna lie. I'm chopping that shit out. What are we talking about here? Oh my god, the music bullshit.
Survived a season you never saw. Every success.
In effect. Ha. Yeah, now look, bro. Now facts, bro. Bro, it's all good and dandy, bro. The fact that, you know what I'm saying, robots and AI and things like this is making our lives easier. But look at this. When they start rebelling, when they start like developing emotions. Did you see how fucked up that was, bro? That nigga was like fucking banging that thing, that pot, that with that fire and everything. Can't feel shit. It's a robot. Now imagine you got that motherfucker in your household trying to fucking chef up your shit. He going this crazy. and he rebelling, and he coming with that hot ass part, and he whacks you across the face with that shit. He can't feel shit. You're dead. These niggas, you know what I'm saying? The rebellion of the robotics, bro, is gonna be something fucked up.
Lives, we are trying to, build trust funds and generational wealth. I think I offer a lot more than just, 1 pack or 6 pack or the color of my skin. I'm not even bothered by that. I've got no ambitions of having a 6 pack. 6 pack is for people who don't have anything much to do with their lives. We are trying to, build trust funds and
6 pack is for people who don't have money. We just want to build trust funds.
Generational wealth. I think I offer.
Facts. Yo.
The name of this piece is called Suspended, and the idea is to show his character just getting knocked through his reality to a point where he is just reaching a terminal velocity.
Oh, fuck the mute. Bro, you know what? Alright, so I'm gonna have a little grace on what's going on right here. Okay, this is hard. I ain't gonna lie. Man's hard. But look, like what I'm trying to talk about is I'm gonna have a little grace for these little IG videos right here, having this music, bro, because oh my god, on YouTube it's about to be crazy for me if I keep on doing it like this. But I'm gonna have a little grace on myself because this is my first segment doing the you know what I'm saying, social media, just going through like social media, explore pages and shit like that, see what we can bump into type shit. So fuck. But with all that music playing in the background, W art, bro, but that music, bro, I gotta move all the way on. Hey. GT3RS. Porsche babies, Porsche lifestyle. I remember this was like one of like, yo, my all-time dream cars, bro. But yo, niggas don't dream these days, you know what I'm saying? The attention span is too fucked. Niggas don't dream, bro. Like niggas memory banks is too fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's fried, you feel me? So motherfuckers don't even go out the house like that no more, bro. So I feel like, yo, what's the point of me getting like dream this, dream that, or whatever, bro? I could dream inside of like my own world. I can dream inside of my own world, make, you know what I'm saying, still make that shit pop, still do my own thing type shit, and you know what I'm saying, live a dream while doing that. I ain't gonna lie. I know a whole lot of motherfuckers would disagree with that kind of shit. Yo, I bumped into this. Look at what I bumped into, y'all. DDG Unfiltered, bro. I'm saying DDG Unfiltered, bro. So this nigga, bro, there's like a whole community, bro, that's based off of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, homie, because I mean, you know, it's based, it all comes from the whole thing where, you know, homie is getting all that smoke because he got niggas striked who were reacting to his content, his love show, the recent love show that he dropped. So people were like just, you know what I'm saying, reacting to that and all of that. He had niggas, you know, stricken. He had niggas channels stricken, whatever the case. Especially the boy D Green, because D Green is one of the bigger channels that like got strike. But it was like the big channels and like the small channels all the way to the tiny channels to like my shit, bro. Literally, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my shit's so tiny, bro. Like, you feel me? Like I made the reaction to it. The fact that I got, bro. Let me show you, bro. To this day, dog. I don't know when I reacted to that shit, but to this day, my shit's still stricken. Let me see. Let me see if I can like find that shit out for y'all real quick, bro. Okay, it's not this one. It's another one. Let me do it like this, bro. A whole lot of people's channels got stricken, right? And motherfuckers that were like, especially the small content creators, they couldn't understand that shit. They're like, yo, bro. Like me, nigga, like nobody's seeing anything here. But I guess the whole principle has to be consistent throughout. Like if I'm gonna do it to big channels, even a small channel, once we spot that on a small channel, like we have to do it to y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, Oh shit, it's not this channel. Okay, cool. I think it's the other one. Let me just open the other one right quick for y'all then. So I see this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So there was also like a whole bunch of small creators, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going at this nigga like, why you come at my shit? Da 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 da. Like, bro, like, all I was trying to do is just fucking react, bro. It's not this fucking channel, bro. Go to the other joint, buddy. Unless that shit is removed. Hold on. Nah, bro, I gotta check this out, bro. Is my shit removed, bro? Tell me why shit removed, nigga. Let me just make sure real quick, y'all. Okay, yeah, it's this channel. This is the channel that I wanted to show y'all. Fuck! Active copyright strikes. You see what I'm saying? This the shit. And imagine every time you open up your shit, bro, you see this, bro. Active copyright strike. It was from that, Are You My Boss shit. Hold on. Dog, I don't want to, like, dwell too much on this shit. You know what I'm saying? It did leave me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. I don't know if they... Yeah, there we go. Y'all can see that right there. So imagine, bro, how encouraged will you be, or how discouraged will... You know what I'm saying? I ended up just deleting this video myself. You know what I'm saying? With content removed by web sheriff, you know what I'm saying? DDG people. Expired, talking about expired in 81 days. I was like, man, fuck all this. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it. But I saw a bunch of content creators that like just were going crazy, wicked, right? Like, yo, bro, this shit is unfair. Why you gotta do this? Blah blah blah. So now, fast forward, niggas went and started a whole community, bro. DDG Unfiltered. Niggas go waking on this nigga, going crazy, talking about like, what the fuck he's you know what I'm saying? Like, basically hating on this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, because of what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because of that strike is there to this day, bro. I removed that stupid ass video, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks ago now, right? But the strike is still on. So because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and embellish in this DDG hate right here, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Duke Dennis ain't stepping. That's why I'm going with.
Okay, so this one I had already heard a little bit of this clip right here. I'm in the DDG filters thing. This is a part 3 of whatever spaces. So yeah, they talk about, you know what I'm saying, the fact that this nigga DDG, you know what I'm saying, meat riding the fact that India, you know what I mean, he meat riding the fact that, well, it's this whole discussion that why the hell does he have a love show if he's in love with like India? It don't make no sense, right? And then, you know, he defends that whole situation, blah blah, all that, and then now it's like this part of this unfiltered community, right? This part of it is talking about that, the fact that why is he continuing to like even, you know what I'm saying, like make India make things complicated for him, bro. Just like concentrate on the show. If you want to do that, I don't want to insult the show. If you want to do that little show, right, do the show, but like don't confuse the people, because now you're looking goofy. India is your actual ball, but then you're out here acting all confused, talking about you need somebody else to come and connect on some love tip with you. It don't make no sense. So, and now here they breaking down how, you know what I'm saying, she just like been all over the place, even with Duke, you know what I'm saying, she probably, I think they were like, yo, she's not even over Duke, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying, she confused herself and not, you know what I mean, just going crazy on her.
With DDG, I'm like,
Crazy.
bro, like, what the fuck? Like, why
I ain't gonna lie. Now, it'd be different if her and Duke start talking and it didn't work out, then she tried to...
You think Duke's gonna... Bro, no, bro, no.
She literally...
Bro, I feel like Duke...
She literally stopped talking to Duke. Duke literally stopped talking to her and she had to run to DDG. So it's like, it ain't even your girl. She still want Duke. It's like, if you get with her, her heart ain't gonna be the
like,
same.
you know the crazy
part?
I feel like Duke ain't even gotta do too much to like get with her, like real shit.
Bro ain't even had a full conversation with her yet. To this day, ain't had an hour conversation with her. And she kissed Duke the third day he met her. She kissed Duke's chest. DDG been on trip with her months and now. This man ain't even get a kiss.
You saying there's no Duke Dennis ain't stepping. That's why I'm going with DDG. I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, why?
Wait till India starts fucking someone else. Oh,
wait, she was like, Duke Dennis ain't stepping. That's why I'm going with DDG. Bro, I don't know, bro. India seems like the obsessive kind to me. You know what I'm saying? Out here calling stuffed animals her baby with moon, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She's mad imaginative, probably delusional too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I don't think it is necessary for like him to literally let India run amok like that. And I feel like it is India that influenced his brain. You feel what I'm saying? On some, yo, let me show up to the show on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Alleged. I'm just assuming. You feel what I mean? Let me show up to the show. And he probably saw that as something interesting. Oh, it's going to get the... And I feel like that does get the views. You know what I'm saying? That does get the engagement because it's an interesting thing. It's something where it's like, look at how people is talking about it right now. You know what I'm saying? So even those that ended up not caring about this nigga love show because of how he be acting when niggas be reacting to his love show, right? It's like, it still gets the commentary going around his thing on some shit. It may come through like some negative vibes, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like, and I said this with the whole Wendy Ortiz situation that he was going through. I was like, yo, Wendy definitely, I don't even think it's a genuine connection, at least from DDG's part, because apparently Wendy, she allegedly just kind of seemed like she was really falling for him. And then he was like, nah. But then if you can visualize the shit, visualize the people that he's been with in the past, bro, they nothing like Wendy. She was literally not his style, his taste type shit, right? So he understands business, but it's gonna generate, you know what I'm saying? The views, the money, the numbers, because of Wendy's size and her community and her impact and following and shit like that, right? So I feel like even with this situation, letting India do this, he probably is going for that kind of thing. So to that part of his brain, I feel like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to happen like this, right? People are supposed to go crazy about it. Like, why are you da 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 da? Why are you da da? But you know, now that comes with like your reputation. How is that gonna leave your reputation? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might reach the financial goals that you want, but reputation and all that kind of shit, because that can affect future business and shit like that. Shit like how your reputation is, even with future business partners and shit like that, right? So I kind of understand that part, but it literally, I still ask, what's the point of calling it a love show, nigga? You got a whole bitch that's yours, nigga. You know what I'm saying? How you feel those other, you know, hoes in the show gonna feel about that? Obviously it's gonna be some salacious and some crazy looking.
Oh my.
Look, that's what I'm waiting on.
Wait till India starts fucking someone else. Oh my.
Look, that's what I'm waiting on.
What?
No, she already fucking somebody else. They
Whoa.
paying her. I mean, they probably be paying her, and she ain't saying shit. But somebody gonna come out and be like, nigga, this your bitch. She was just in my bed last week. And that's what DDG gonna do. He gonna react to it. He gonna be like, man, y'all think I care about that? We ain't together. I'm playing. Y'all niggas ain't peace. Don't nobody want to keep seeing this cuck strip and shit irritating, bro. It's like damn
Cuck
near,
shit.
you damn near making me watch cuck porn.
On some shit though, right? Cuck porn. Cuck corn shit, my bad. Fuck. This community is so messy, bro. They gonna make shit true. I might have to watch what I repeat, bro. You know what I'm saying, from these guys.
Bro, like if that nigga ain't crack India like that, shit be crazy to me. Like,
He just needs to take criticism, bro.
Oh my.
Look, that's what I'm waiting on. No, but what if he didn't though? Man, it's fucked up if he didn't crack yet and she doing all this. Oh, it's crazy.
Like that shit.
Man, that ain't my business part.
Honestly, next topic.
Nah, bro, fuck. Like a couple that's acting like that nigga at least cracked like about like 8 times right now. Because as I'm saying, bro, like obviously things like the cuck image, you know what I'm saying? It gets people going, it gets people chatting, it gets people trying to come and engage, see what's going on more. But you know, obviously I don't think they're gonna come out with like, oh shit, yeah, I did crack India, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless it gets real messy, and then now they on some messy back and forths, just like how this nigga had the situation with his baby moms, right? Everything was cool. I just played y'all that dub soundtrack type piece of content that I put together where they was playing the Mafia, and both Moo and Hallie were in the room playing Mafia. You know what I'm saying? It was still dope times, and at that time, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm you know what I'm saying? I used to be into these niggas content like that. You feel me? And I just noticed love and warmth, right? I didn't expect like these niggas would be going through this kind of thing. And I feel like at that time, Halo, you know what I'm saying? Their kid was born and they was hiding that shit. but I didn't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew anything. So like hiding the fact that he might have cracked at least 8 times, bro. If I'm him, I've at least cracked 24 times by this time. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, fuck. It's like even that sexual connection might be the reason why he's letting her do whatever on the show, or blah, you know what I'm saying? Just like running amok, because probably the kitty that fire. I don't know, but is that how it goes, bro? A bitch pussy so fire, like, would you still, you know, allow her to have you acting a fool, or allow you seeming goofy? Because that's what it is, bro. This nigga seems goofy for allowing her to do that on the show when the show is not even about that. It's about him finding new love, nigga.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I was trying to tell them, bro, I was gonna talk and be unbiased and explain the point about this community. It was just a community for people to have their free will to speak on something that's not harsh. Like, bro, it could be topics about anything within the stream. You could say, oh, I don't like this pizza. I don't like how she made this pizza. Oh, she burnt this pizza. Bro, it could be simple topics and those mods will still ban you. Like, why? I don't give a fuck, bro. I was trying to tell them, bro, I was gonna talk and be unbiased and explain the point about this community. It was just a community for people to have their free will to speak on something that's
Alright. Let me see how the view. Oh my god, we still here though. Let me just change it up for y'all. Okay. Shit. Should I bring it closer? I think y'all can see this. Who the fuck made it? Trey time? Created this group. What the fuck? Mods are starting. What is these mods on? What is these mods on? These mods on. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Let me catch you.
Worse than a terrorist. You're worse than a pedophile in the eyes of Allah. Worse than a murderer. You're worse than a rapist. You're worse than a terrorist. You're worse than a...
So is this like community beef now? For DDG lovers and DDG haters? Yeah. He was all over the place. His main focus was really to defend India, nothing positive. Fuck. Yeah, got him in a tricky spot. Y'all make no sense. Y'all really missed the whole point of the show. Like, literally, it's the fans' fault. If anything, I wouldn't even call y'all fans for real. Y'all just dick riders from the... Yeah, it does look like meat riding. Like, crazy meat riding. Not like sweet love making type meat riding. But deranged woman that just, like, wants to fuck your dick off. You know what I'm saying? Like, wants to bite your dick off type meat riding, bro. Like, I don't get it, bro. I'm just talking on the sense of just people defending the goofiness. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of, yeah, it's giving hypocritical vibes. You know what I'm saying? The move that homie just pulled. Not gonna lie. It's the stupidest shit I have ever seen. How you hate farming a nigga you supposed to be supporting? You don't already have enough hate online. Reason. What kind of shit is that? Bro, people are just fucking confused by this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's about to be a battle of the communities. Fuck DDG and Filter. Y'all niggas hate DDG and phobia. Yo, you gotta be one of them DDG and Filter niggas. Weirdo activity. Fuck. They going up. What the fuck? Yo. It's unfiltered, bitch.
Twitter.com to literally hate on me. How is it called DDG Unfiltered? How you using my name and you using that shit to hate on me? Like, what the fuck?
The thing is, you'll never know, like, you know what I'm saying, what niggas could do, bro. If, you know what I'm saying, like, shit. Like, your content, bro, is public domain, bro. So, you know what I'm saying, for as long as you put it out in the public, people scrutinize it however, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't get, like, being mad at that, it shows a level of ignorance. A certain level of ignorance. It is what it is.
Pussy, bro. Nobody was talking about you in the last 3 years, mud. Like, who says cut on that new Almighty J? Somebody please name 5 DDG songs off the top of the head. Not including Moonwalking and Calabasas remix. He remade the song 20 times.
25 times.
Like, bro.
I bet. Right?
Pussy.
Alright, fuck it, I'm off this. Damn, I thought that was Post Malone for a second. That's fucking Drewski.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come
That's
in,
Drewski?
come on. Yeah! Yeah! Born in the USA! Born in the USA! Hey, Suano.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the black fatigue, bro, is the reason. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's the reason why shit like black fatigue exists, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like this whole thing of like going at black people, well, at white people. I feel like, okay, devil's advocate for a second, bro. Put yourself in the white man's shoes. I know it's fucking tough, damn near impossible. But listen to me, bro, for a second, right? If you're a white guy right now, and then like, you know, you go attempt to paint your face black, right? And get your lips all red and everything like that, what does that mean? And you go out and make a prank like this nigga Drewski just did a whiteface. This is actually that version, but like him doing whiteface. Let me just read the caption first and get some content. Yeah, so for this skit, I need a bunch of white people. Someone who can turn me white and street level access to a NASCAR race. We are witnessing the greatest to ever do it. Come on, bro. That guy who's just proud to be American. Okay, and I understand it's a skit, you know what I'm saying? It's not for offensive purposes, blah blah, and that's why people like entertainers, comedians can get away with this kind of thing. But I'm just saying, regular you. Imagine you were a white guy and you painted your face black, you did the lips red, and then you acted like, you know what I'm saying, that you were eating watermelon and fried chicken. What's that? You know what I'm saying? They would go crazy on your fuck ass, right? Or let's say maybe the guy, that guy, I keep forgetting his name, bro. The guy from Flagrant, you know what I'm saying? Main guy from Flagrant. Imagine if he painted his face black. And I'm only using him because he's also a comedian. Drewski a comedian. But imagine if he did a blackface and, you know, did a skit. How do you think the reaction would be? You know what I'm saying? But Drewski out here doing the whiteface. Let me see how people feel about this, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. I don't know, bro. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Don't balance up. How do you even come up with this? They probably genuinely entertained. Yo, I'm not even exaggerating. This might be the best skit ever with them. I'm saying, I don't know. And oh yeah, oh shit, it's Ice Spice. Your art. Look, man. And I mentioned the whole black fatigue thing, right? But it's like, yo, this is the thing with black people though that I'm realizing. You know what I'm saying? Is that, you feel me? Yeah, there are things like even the N-word. You feel what I'm saying? Like just switching up that N-word thing and making it, you know, the the word of endearment, you know what I'm saying, for African Americans, it's like accepting that and being like, yo, okay, it's ours. That's cool. You feel what I'm saying? Things like that, switching traumas of the past, is just trying to flip them on some sort of tip. I never understood that sentiment, but I guess I don't have to. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But then now, you know what I mean? When the same thing is done, where it's like this. Okay, let me fucking say this. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A white person, right, goes and does something that goes at the trauma of black people. It's very much attacked like crazy. But then, right, this nigga just did whiteface instead of blackface. And I get the whole thing of, with the blackface thing, it has more of that racial, like, past. You know what I'm saying? The history racially with that and how it was used to mock the black race. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. That is something to consider for sure. That's why, like, I relate to people being offended at a white person or a white person or any non-white person painting their face black on some mockery vibe type shit, right? But then now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just hope I'm the only nigga that's spotting this. That the fact that Drewski just pulled a reverse card of that. He painted the white face. And yes, you know what I'm saying, whiteface has no like historical significance like that. But if we want the blackface thing to really die out, don't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like doing the opposite version and expecting these other people not to do the opposite. Because you're gonna be offended when they do it on your, you know what I'm saying? But these are just comedians, bro. You know how comedians be, dog. Just don't take them seriously and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit that I'll be spotting. You feel me? It's like the whole thing of, yo, dog, if you don't want to be sexually violated, don't be found in the places where a lot of that happens, right? If you don't want to get robbed, don't find yourself in spots where that is highly probable to happen, especially at certain times of the day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You find, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you don't want it to happen, just don't entertain any of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if maybe that part of the region, the crime is not as rampant as part B of the region. This part is kind of safe. But I still wouldn't just want to walk out, you know what I'm saying, with every valuable that I own at a specific time, even though the crime rate is a little less. Like, that's just how I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wouldn't want to go out at a certain time knowing that, you know what I'm saying, etc. Y'all seen it. He's in my DMs. Okay, fuck yeah, that's that. Hey man, alright, cool. Damn, social media things. I was just trying to do this little segment right quick, bro. You know what I'm saying, just to have a little variety on what we doing out here. But anyway, man, Awad shit, officially opening up the the pod. You know what I'm saying, the podcast. Is it a podcast? I don't even know what the fuck to. I'm saying, I'm just on the screen doing my thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into some deeper activity. I think, to me, this is deep. What I'm about to pull up right now is pretty deep, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, type shit. So, oh my god, bruh, damn, I forgot to put a video on here. Shit. There's a video that was supposed to go on here. Oh fuck, no, it's not the. Okay, I remember now what the fuck's supposed to go on here. Get shit started. So it's my boy Mark Roden again. I know I played a video from
Welcome
him last
back
time,
to the
you know
channel, ladies and
because as I said, dog, we're Honda Brews, you feel me? Like, it's Honda Brews season. We talk about like the classic Hondas, you feel what I'm saying? Just to see which one I can really, because like I think I want to put this shit in front of my face so hard, pause, to see, you know what I'm saying? I want to put it in front of my eyes so much that I want to find out if I may be convinced somehow to get me, you know what I'm saying? To probably experience a Honda. You know what I'm saying? Classic Honda, dog. I really want it there. Ranking every generation of Honda Civic from worst to best. You feel me? Research purposes, because yeah, it's just the type of cars that I'm trying to experience, bro. Like these new age things, they cool, but I feel like just for interest's sake, dog, just go back to the classics, go back to like the older generation, especially like Hondas, dog. You know what I'm saying? So right now, gathering this kind of information with the help of my boy Mark Roden. Yeah, let's see.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Roden, and today we are going to be going over all the Civic generations ranked from worst to best. There's exactly 11 generations of Civic, and I don't want to sit there. I don't want to hear it. So I know somebody's going to do it, but I don't want to hear somebody be like, oh, well, Mark, you forgot about like this exact trim level of this exact year that's slightly different from this generation. No, there's 11 generations, man. We all know what generations means, okay? So that's what we're going over, the 11 generations of the Civic ranked, in my opinion, from worst to best. Before we get into it, I want to make this very, very abundantly clear. This is mainly based on looks, okay? There is obviously like performance plays a factor into some of it, nostalgia plays a factor into some of it, like legendary status plays a factor, but the majority of it is just how I think they look. But without further ado, let's get right into the list with the 11th and, in my opinion, the worst generation of Honda Civic. Coming as a surprise to absolutely nobody, the 11th.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie too, bro. It's like I'm also in it for the look too. The shit gotta look. You feel what I'm saying? At least if anything, I feel like a whole lot of modern cars I don't have any use for. Like me, my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But I still do value something that does look good. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? The better it looks, the better. You know what I'm saying? So
Place
number 11
spot on this list
7th gen
is going to the 7th generation of the Honda Civic. The 7th gen Civic is just not bad, because no Civic is bad. Every Civic is a very, very good car. They have good motors for tuning. They look okay, I guess. Most of them, I think they look good. I feel like a lot of people will disagree there. It's a divisive kind of car for sure. Like it definitely does depend on the kind of person you are, but I would say most people think they look good. But the 7th gen, it just doesn't do it for most people, and myself included. It's just a very boring looking car. Its engines aren't that great. I think at one point they came with a K series, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty cool, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's just not for me. And on top of that, like the EP3 hatch, which is like the Type R model, is a pretty boring one compared to the others. Like, I don't know. They're just not that special, and so it's my least.
7th gen Honda Civic. Yeah, I guess it depends on the kind of work you end up doing on it, right? 7th gen. Okay. Oh, that's 5th generation. Looks crazy. Type R. It's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. I guess, you know, Mark is right. Depends on the kind of person you are. Alright, cool.
But coming in at
let's see the list, and then, you know what I'm saying, I'll decide how I feel about these. Fuck happened, bro? God, Doug.
Pretty boring one compared to the others. Like, I don't know. They're just not that special, and so it's my least favorite. But coming in at 10th place, only one small smidgen of a spot above the 7th generation Civic is the 10th generation Civic, which is the one that we were just on. I'm sure you see them all over the place right now, because every single person and their mother are driving one. they're those Civics, 2017, 2018, those like model year Civics. The Type R version of this Civic is pretty nice, and we actually got it in America. It's the first time we got a Type R in America, which was really cool. And I'm also pretty sure it's the first time there was a turbocharged Type R version of the Civic, which is also really cool. It made decent horsepower. It had great track performance. The car is great. Personally, though, my personal opinion, the looks just don't do it. I've seen Civic Type Rs, these versions obviously, in person, and they're cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But it's like the whole riced from factory thing really is true. And if you see them in person, they do just look a little bit too overdone, and they don't fit right, especially not in Civic, when the Civics are all about like being like sleek and look kind of like sleeperish, where that
sleek and sleeperish. Hell no. What if your personality ain't that though? You know what I'm saying? You gonna wanna go crazy on your shit.
car just doesn't do it.
That 10th generation, okay. It looks better than that. It looks better than the 7th generation.
Coming in at 9th place, however, is going to go back to one of the OGs. As a matter of fact, it is pretty much the OG besides one other car. The 2nd generation Civic. The 2nd gen Civic, this came out during the time where they started to like crack down on the regulations for bumpers.
Damn.
And so what they had to do was they made the second.
Yeah, this shit looked like a Jack Russell for sure. It looks kind of like the those little Golfs though, those city Golfs. You know what I'm saying? With a little city vibe.
They took the first
on this angle,
which was already a really nice car. Everybody kind of liked it, and then they just made it longer, and then also added these giant bumpers onto it, which
shit is hideous, my boy.
Were just not it. And I just think it also like is more
nah, but obviously you feel what I'm saying. It's about continuous production, bro, because you evolve and you change it. Yo, these niggas came from literally damn, what is
like squared off. It's not as round as the first gen, or honestly any generation Civic. It's a very square, like sharp edged car, and it doesn't look bad per se, but at the same time I would probably never own one. Like, it's kind of weird because I can see myself owning a 10th gen Civic, which I know I put below this car, but I just can't see myself owning a 2nd gen. They just don't do it to me, man. They're too the bumpers ruin it.
Then why did you put it why did you put it above the 10th?
Trying to drive a Minecraft
generation
car. But coming in at 8th place.
Oh my god. Look up. That looks good, bro. I like this kind of stance. You know what I'm saying? And this probably got, you know, is this modified?
Honda realized, like, with the 2nd gen.
I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of that 325i Beamer, you know, type whip, bro. Got, you know what I'm saying? And you lower that shit, yo, but lowering that shit might just, you know what I'm saying? It might just make it tailored only for specific environments, not just anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? So.
Not a lot of people think that this looks that good compared to the first gen. We gotta step up our game, boys. And so they did, but barely, because 8th place is the 3rd generation Civic, which is significantly different looking from the first 2 generations. It looks like a completely different car, to be honest. But it doesn't look good.
Nah, I like this.
Especially the hatch versions of these. The sedans or coupe versions of these 3rd gens aren't that bad.
I also want that old school, yo, vibe, dog.
They still don't really do it for me. They're very boring, weird looking cars. They look like a car that you see in a cartoon, where like the front end of it is very like low, but then the middle, where like you sit, obviously like the cabin part, is hugely high. Like, it looks like a cartoon little car. It's weird.
Exactly, bro. Looks like a cartoon car. And you embellish that motherfucker. I'm telling you, you go crazy with this.
But the hatch versions are horrible looking. Like, the back end is like slanted down and has these weird taillights on the back. They are not good looking cars. I don't think they look good at all. And on top of that, the performance.
Another thing is, you know what I'm saying, you could be fooled by the tuning that you can see on the motherfucker. Is that a 7th generation, right there? That right there was a 7. What generation is that? 3rd. That's number 3 right here. No, this one is not it. Is this the hatchback? No, not this one. This one obviously looks terrible. These ones look way better. I'm saying these third gen, no, fuck out of here with this. This one looks better. Right? This one's kind of hard. That's an Accord though. What's the Accord though?
Performance is very lackluster, just not it. Coming in at 7th place, however, we're getting out of the cars that I think are just straight up ugly and getting into the cars that I do think are still pretty cool, just not as cool as the top ones, because 7th is the 9th generation Civic. I really like the 9th gen. I think it looks really nice. The only reason why I didn't put it much higher is because I think it's also very boring looking. It's not like, it doesn't really stand out from the crowd. It's just another commuter car on the road.
Yeah, but that's what it's giving though. It's giving that, like, it's not giving that old school vibe, like that old classic vibe. Like, you know, you see even the edges of the whip, dog, like, should inform you like the kind of times that we're looking at here. You know what I'm saying? This is more later versions of the Civic evolution, right? But I'd go for that 3rd gen over this though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I do think it looks like a nice commuter car, especially the coupe.
But I'm talking about the specific interest that I'm talking about.
The coupes version of these cars are really nice. I don't think I've ever seen a 9th gen hatchback now that I'm thinking of it. Do they have those? Is that even a thing? Why can I not think of that right now? I don't think they do, but the sedans are pretty nice too. They're once again pretty average. The Type R versions of these cars, pretty average, you know, nothing super special. I wasn't like fiending for them when it came out. I don't know, it's a very average one. It's here at 7th, pretty much right in the middle. Nothing else I can really say about it. Coming in at 6th place, I hate that freaking word, 6th, how do you say it? I don't know. 6th place is the 11th generation, which is the one that we're on right now, the one that just came out, the FL5 Type R, that one. I think they did great with this generation. I think it looks incredible. They went back to the roots of it being like a simple looking car, but still sporty, and not too over the top like they did with the 10th gen. And I think they absolutely...
This one looks cool as fuck, though.
Mastered it. Its track performance is amazing. As a matter of fact, its track performance is so good. Little unknown factoid for you here. It is faster around the Nürburgring than the Bugatti Veyron. So whenever you're having an argument with some supercar kid and they're like, "Hey, yeah, so much fast," tell them that. Tell them that a freaking $50,000 to $60,000 Civic can beat your Bugatti Veyron around the Nürburgring. Tell them, because that's mind-blowing. It's an absolutely really well-performing car. Its looks are absolutely great in my opinion, but it still is lacking a lot, so that's why it's at 6th place, but it's just very good. I like it a lot. Coming in at 5th place is the car that started it all. It is the 1st generation of the Honda Civic. Yes, I think the 1st gen looks this much better than the 2nd generation. I really don't like the 2nd gen, okay? The 1st gen was perfect. It was incredibly small. It was like the Mini Cooper from Japan. We finally got a taste of like the K car kind of lifestyle of Japan when this car came out. It was rounded off, like even though it looked kind of square nowadays, back then it was a very rounded off car. It was obviously a commuter car, so everybody liked it. It was really, really lightweight. Like these cars are incredibly lightweight. They have an actually decently sized engine bay. People put B-series motors into these 1st and 2nd gen Civics all the time. And their looks are just, they're tiny.
That is Mr. Bean whip though, for sure.
You add some like fender flares,
yeah,
like wide
that's that Mr. Bean
body
shit.
fender flares.
And that shit looks so bad.
Put some like 14-inch nice little JDM style wheels on there. You got yourself a retro style JDM beauty.
Yes, for the retro, you know what I'm saying? So if you are tapped into like the retro type flavor of things, bro, I feel like, yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go crazy over here, you feel me? But yeah.
Now, obviously, the interior I would personally not be able to drive probably because
I'm. What?
14-inch nice little JDM style wheels on there. You got yourself a retro style JDM beauty. Now, obviously, the interior, I would personally not be able to drive probably because I'm 6 foot tall, so I'd probably look like Donkey Kong in that thing. I'd be squished, but I like it a lot. Coming in at the 4th position for this list is the most underrated Civic in the world, in my opinion, the 8th generation. The 8th gen gets a lot of hate for looking like an egg. People say it looks like if you took an egg and cut it in half, and I actually can see where they're going with that. I kind of agree in a way, it kind of does, but they made it work. The headlights, the taillights are incredible. Don't even get me started on the Type R.
Fucking why you gotta pull up the tune shit, bro? Let me see something. Yeah, nah, we're not doing this. Hell no. The Type R. It's a Type R right here. I mean, with a little bit of tuning, it really, you know what I'm saying? It could look real good. I ain't gonna lie, not real good, but like it look pretty decent. You know.
Our model of this car looks even better than the normal ones. Even the normal sedans, I think, looks great. The coupes, I actually think, are worse looking than the sedans of this generation. The hatchbacks, don't even get me started. Those things are absolutely hideous, so we're not going to talk about those. We're mainly talking about the sedan 8th gens, but they look great. Everybody else says they look horrible. I heavily disagree. I think the 8th gens look awesome. On top of that, they're super dirt cheap. They're really decent in terms of performance, which is nice. They came with, this one definitely did come with a K-series in the SI models, which was nice too. There's just nothing else that I can really say to sell you on the 8th gen besides it's great. It obviously does kind of look like a little bit of an egg, and I can see where people are coming from that, and that's why it's not in my top 3, but it is a really nice looking car. Coming in at 3rd place is going to the wonderful 6th generation Civic. This is also most people know it as the EK Civic, even though like EM1 is technically the coupe, and there's all these stupid chassis codes for it. But the EK Civic is the 6th gen, and this normally would have been like 1st place for me. I used to really like these cars. I used to think they were really great until I went to test drive one. I went to test drive one when I was trying to buy the Integra, and it just didn't do it for me. The car I was actually driving though was a pile of junk, so that's probably why, but I didn't really like it. But they do look really nice. They look probably out of all the Civics, these are probably like the most basic looking, but basic works with Civics, dude. They do. That's kind of like their whole point, is that they're supposed to look just normal, but be really cool underneath the hood, and this one does it. On top of that, it doesn't take a lot to make this thing look good. You literally just add like some Type R or SI style stuff on there, lower it, put some nice thick tires and wheels on there, and you got yourself a beauty. Coming in at 2nd place, however, is going to, I would probably say, the fan favorite. I would argue that most people say that the 5th gen, which is what it is the most popular, like their most loved Civic, which is the EG technically, so everybody calls it by the EG. And these things are sick. They really are. Obviously, they're in 2nd place, but the only reason why I didn't put it in 1st place is because I hate the sedan version of the 5th gen Civic. I think it's one of the ugliest of all the Civics. But the coupes and the hatchbacks are absolutely amazing. My freaking coworker Damien used to have an EG Civic coupe. I guess they're called EJ Civics or something like that. But you know what I'm talking about. And it looks gorgeous. I freaking love them. I think that EG Civics are massively beautiful. They did so well on the styling on this car. Obviously, they're very outdated interior-wise and stuff like that nowadays. They're freaking from the early 90s. What do you expect? But, oh my god, I love them. I also think this is the first time that they introduced an SI mod. No, actually, I think that's the 3rd gen that they, or 4th gen that they introduced the SI. But still, it was a cool car. I liked it a lot. But, of course, for 1st place, if you've been following along, paying close attention and doing the process of elimination, then you would have been able to tell that by now my favorite generation of the Civic is the 4th generation Civic, which is also known as the EF Civic. Oh my god, there is nothing I would change about the EF.
Alright, cool. You know we gotta start it. We gotta start it right here. See, we gotta start it right here. You know what I'm saying? Without the embellishments, brother. Let's see what we talking. That's what we talking right here. See right here. obviously need like a lot of work done. I feel like this is one of the ones where you need a lot of work done, bro, to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yo, 4th gen Honda Accord. Okay, I think next we're gonna check out the Accord. I'm saying it's 4th generation right here. I'm saying shit, alright. I'm not sold, man. I'm not sold. I'm not
Now,
gonna lie.
yes, I'm mainly talking about the hatchback, but even the sedan version of this car is very cool. However, the hatchback is just perfection. It is unbelievably good looking. It has great body lines. The taillights are incredibly like cool. Like, they're very slim and narrow at the bottom of the car.
But you see, viewing it like this obviously is gonna be convincing to anybody. I'm saying this looks cool. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? I just be comparing it to the untuned versions of them. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a raw sense of what the nigga gonna be working with in terms of doing the fine tuning, right? I feel like this one right here, it needs a lot more work.
It's got that boxy retro styling to it. The headlights are once again square and narrow. They look kind of aggressive, honestly, which is rare for Civics. They don't usually do that, except for like with the 10th gen. But they did great. Oh my god, the 4th gen EF Civics are just my freaking like I could talk about EF Civics all day long. I don't even think I've like ever really like.
Did this guy just like orgasm?
But they did great. Oh my god, the 4th gen EF Civics are just my freaking
Nah, bro, you go what? Bro, he ain't even edit that out. He ain't even like. Why you ain't edit that out, bro? That shit sounds bro.
Like I could talk about EF Civics all day long. I don't even think I've like ever really like seen one in real life, like at least one.
I know why that was funny. That was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That's like modified. But just I only see them. Whenever I see them online, they just get me. They get me going. They grind my gears a little bit. I love them so much. I feel like people sleep on these so freaking much. But
stop doing this, man. What's up? Jesus, bro.
But just I only see them. Whenever I see them online, they just get me. They get me going. They grind my gears a little bit. I love them so much. I feel like people sleep on these so freaking much. But God, they're great. God bless them. Easily, EF Civic is my favorite. It's not even a competition. Like the EG is cool and the EK is really cool, but they don't even come close to the EF Civic. Like that's how much I love the EF. It is unbelievably gorgeous. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video of ranking all the Honda Civic generations from worst to best. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Also, I don't usually do this because I hate to sound like one of those guys, but this is the end of the video, so if you watched all the way to the end, you probably care about the channel anyway, so you know that I'm not just trying to like feed comments out of you guys. But I want to know, what are your guys's? Rank all the generations of Civics from worst to best if you watched until this point. My dog has been barking non-stop. I am getting... I'm gonna go. They hate to sound like one of those guys.